Hey YouTubers, welcome back to Phillips. Today I'm going to be making orange chicken that's definitely better than Panda Express. So we're going to start off with some rice, 1 egg, cornstarch, sesame oil, rice vinegar, 2 small oranges, salt, oil, brown sugar, soy sauce, and black pepper, red pepper flakes, and ground ginger. And let's not forget about the chicken. So we're going to start by cutting 2 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken breast or chicken thighs into bite-sized pieces. This should make about enough. It makes a lot of pieces and it takes a lot of time, but it's definitely worth it. And then in a bowl, we're going to add 1/4 cup of flour and half a cup of cornstarch to the bowl. And then 2 teaspoons of pepper and 1 teaspoon of salt to the mixture. And then 2 tablespoons of oil and 1 egg, and then let's not forget a splash of water, and then mix it together till it's nice and incorporated, and then we're going to add the chicken to that and mix it in. And then once you get it all nice and mixed in, you want to refrigerate it and marinate it for about 30 minutes or as long as you want. Alright, so next we're going to start our seasoning for the sauce. We're going to add 1 teaspoon of red pepper flakes, 1 heaping teaspoon of ground ginger, 4 cloves of garlic, 1/4 cup of rice wine vinegar to a separate bowl, and then to that we're going to add 2 tablespoons of soy sauce to that bowl, and then we're going to also zest our 2 small oranges and add that to the garlic bowl, and then we're going to juice it. It makes about a little more than 1/4 cup, and just add that to the wet mixture, and then slice some green onions for the garnish at the end. Cook your rice. It only takes about 20 minutes to simmer for perfect rice. Alright, so now we're ready to cook our chicken. So on medium-high heat your oil and then add your chicken one by one. Try not to overcrowd the pan too much, or try not to let them stick together, and then just wiggle them around to make sure that they separate, and then you can cook them for about 6 to 8 minutes the first time, and then I like to refry them for another 4 to 5 minutes to make them extra crunchy, because crunchiness is definitely where the flavor is. So then also in a separate wok, we're going to heat 2 tablespoons of oil, and we're going to start our sauce. So we're going to add our seasonings, and we're also going to add 1/4 cup of brown sugar and our liquid mixture, and then kind of let that come to a boil before we add 2 tablespoons of cornstarch mixed with 2 tablespoons of water, and then let that kind of thicken up. It'll become nice and thick, kind of like a syrup, I would say. It's hella bomb though. But so anyways, once that comes all nice to a simmer and it's all gooey, add your chicken and then just mix it in, and from there you can turn off the heat and just add some sesame oil to that to add extra flavor, and we're ready to plate it up. So just add it to your plate with rice and add your green onions, and then there it is. Trust me, it's really good, and you'll definitely want to make it more than once. Subscribe and leave any comments.